So as part of our campaign on ERP products and solution providers, I've got 4 of our experts together and we're talking about this topic and why it's so difficult. So let's start with this question about these products and these providers. I mean, surely these products work, these providers know what they're doing. Why is this so difficult?
In my experience, what we find with a lot of the products is they are built for the general market. So thousands and thousands of people or businesses are using these systems. So they have to cater for everything from a food manufacturer to a fashion manufacturer to a financial services business. Therefore, what I've found is all the major products are configurable. And the trick that you have to do is actually get that package configured for your business.
I think that's right, and I'd support that view. I think just expanding on that a little bit, I think it's really critical, in my experience, that you find a business partner who has experience within your industry, or certainly within a sector that's similar, because I think all businesses have slight nuances. And if you get the right partner, you'll find a partner who's come across those issues before, because they've come across them before, they've found solutions to them. And that takes a lot of risk out of your implementation. So I think that's really, really important. And I think going back to the software provider and getting some recommendations of partners that they believe are best suited to you, I think can also be really helpful.
And how do you assess them? How do you assess that it's the right provider?
I think in my experience, finding the right provider is obviously someone that's got your industry experience, is recommended by the partner or the main vendor, but also someone that you feel comfortable working with, someone you trust. Go to their offices. I worked with a client recently who were very impressed by the vendor when they came on site, but shocked when they went to the offices and there were only 2 people in the offices. They had the impression that they were working with a sort of 20, 30, 40 man business. And in fact, they were effectively working with a one-man band.
To see it with your own eyes, actually get to the bottom of it.
Yes, cultural fit is absolutely critical in implementation. I mean, you're going through a very difficult journey. And you want to be sure that the partner you've got alongside you is a partner that you can work with. So it's critical that you understand them and they fit your culture and your environment.
I think the other thing to bear in mind is many of these packages come with add-ons. These are third-party products that actually provide industry-specific functionality. Make sure that your partner, if that's the case, does have relationships with these businesses, because it's no good putting a system in where you're going to need a high-end warehousing solution and your partner's never implemented a warehouse solution, even though there are maybe 3 or 4 ready integrated warehouse packages for your ERP solution.
Christine, Pete, anything to add to that? If these providers know what they're doing, these products work, why is this so difficult?
I think fundamentally for me, what makes this so difficult is that the marketplace is so vast and so flooded with a whole selection of different products to choose from. You've got the real high-end stuff that everybody's aware of, whether it be coming from SAP or Microsoft, and then you've got a whole host of sector-specific solutions which are coming from slightly smaller providers and we don't hear of as often. And choosing between those and what is right for your business is incredibly difficult. People don't often come to search without being entirely sure what it is they're looking for. They think they want to replicate their business as it stands today, whereas realistically, they need to come to this project open-minded and prepared to look at what the market has to offer, what is industry best practice in their sector and in other sectors, and build a set of knowledge to help them define their processes of the future, which will fundamentally help them in selecting the right product for their business.
From my perspective, the business models of all of these companies are about getting an installed user base in. And therefore, they're really interested in selling their product and you're going to be living with it for a very long period of time. And they very often don't get into enough detail around what the USPs are for your business or what delivers your competitive advantage. And therefore, you need people to help make sure that they get nurtured and protected.
Thank you all very much indeed. It's been really interesting. Thanks for your help.